This video is going to discuss Chapter 5.1, Perimeter and Area. So I believe that a lot of this chapter is going to be review, and so we'll practice some of this stuff in class. First idea is trying to find the perimeter of this triangle. And so the idea is that we're going to add up the three sides. And so you can go in any order that you want. So let's take 17 plus 12.8. And this equals 29.8. And then I'm going to take that 29.8 and I'm going to add that to the 28.5. And this is going to give me, let's see, I know that's a 3. Carrying the 1 is an 8, so it should be 58.3, and then this is centimeters. So the idea is I'm just adding up A plus B plus C. Right? Add up each of the three sides. Now, the second thing would be how to find the perimeter of a rectangle when I know the perimeter of the rectangle and I know the width. So if you think about a rectangle, I'm going to show you a formula that people sometimes use. If I think of this as the width and this as the, let's go the other way. Let's think of this as the height and this as the width, which means that this is the height and this is the width. So a lot of times people write an area for perimeter as 2 times h plus 2 times w. Right? So the idea is that I take, because there are 2 h's and 2 w's, so you could go h plus w plus h plus w, and when you simplify it becomes 2h plus 2w. So now what I'm going to do is I know the area, I know the perimeter, which is 42, so I know that P is 42. I don't know the height, but I know the width is 10, so that's 2 times, and the width is 10. So when I simplify this, this becomes 42 equals 2h plus 20. And then I'm going to subtract 20 from both sides. And this becomes 22 equals 2h. And then what I need to do is divide both sides by 2. And h equals 11. And that's 11 feet. Right? And then I can substitute this back in and go 11 and 11 and 10 and 10 and 11 plus 10 is 21. Plus 11 is 32. Plus 10 more is 42. And that's the perimeter of my rectangle. All right, and then the final problem is finding the area of a triangle. And so if you remember the formula for the area of a triangle, this is area equals 1/2 times base times height. And so I don't know the area, so I'm trying to find the area, but I know that the base of this triangle is 12, and I know the height is 5 1/4. So I can multiply these in any order, but going from left to right actually makes the most sense. I know that 12 times 1/2 is 2, so is 6. So 1/2 times 12 is 6 times 5 1/4. So there are a couple different ways now I could multiply this. All right, I'm going to try to think about ways I could do this without using my calculator. And so one is to make this 6 over 1 times 21 over 4. So I'm rewriting this as a improper fraction. And then if you remember, I can cross cancel. So I'm going to divide out a 2 from here. This becomes a 3. I'm going to divide out a 2 from here, and that becomes a 2. And so I now have that the area equals 21 times 3, which is 63 over 2. And then if I want to change that into an improper fraction, into a mixed number from the improper fraction, this is going to become 31 1/2 inches. Inches squared. All right, 31 1/2 square inches, because we're talking about area. All right, that's all I got for you on perimeter and area. I'm hoping that a lot of this is review, and we'll practice some of this in class. When we see you, don't forget to do the problems on the bottom of the page. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in class.